I can't stand to standing in the rain here with you. I can't stand to have you bring me down, down with you. I can't stand to drowning all around me, boo. I can't stand to standing in the rain here with you. You so depressing, you're such a mess and I can't stand it. Moping around looking broke like MC Hammer. I understand what you're going through. Never let depression gonna stick to you. Get that money and residuals. All the other shit should make you got an issue. Here, bitch, you want a tissue? Turning up the thing so simple. You need to change your mental. Slow down that temper. Getting mad, not listening. The times we had could have been so blissful. Fighting in the public is an issue. I don't wanna dismiss you. If you keep it up, I'ma drop you. Going through some imprisonment is your issue. It's all about the fucking mental. Shake the devil grip soft. I can't stand to be with you. I think it's time for dismissal. I can't stand to standing in the rain here with you. I can't stand to have you bring me down, down with you. I can't stand to drowning all around your gloomy. I can't stand to standing in the rain here with you. In the rain here with you. I think it's about time for me to be alone. I've been fighting so much, I feel that I'm unknown. Through all the pain and the suffering, the negativity, I gotta get out this rain. Oh, this time, it's really gotten to me. And if you don't change, it will be you and me. I can't stand to standing in the rain here with you. I can't stand to have you bring me down, down with you. I can't stand to drowning all around your gloomy. I can't stand to standing in the rain here with you. I can't fucking be in this relationship. I can't stand to be in this rain with you. Yeah. Time could be this, and I'm just trying to read it. I'm trying to free my mind while living and repeating, living in a trance, so desperate to advance. I can't help the feeling that I'm feeling within. Time can be deceiving. I'm just trying to read it. I'm trying to free my mind while living and repeating, living in a trance, so desperate to advance. I can't help the feeling that I'm feeling within. I can't stop for 1 second, 'cause my son needs to eat, and I can't dream the reality comes and get a grasp of me. I work 5 days a week, every week. I can't seem to think how I'm gonna be the man that I've dreamed. I'm in a trance. I still gotta be a man to raise my sons. I am to be a great human being. How can I be a great father if I'm working 12 hours? Stuck in a trance, stuck in a trance, stuck in a trance. my mind while living and repeating, living in a trance, so desperate to advance. I can't help the feeling that I'm feeling waiting. Time can be deceiving, I'm just trying to read it. I'm trying to free my mind while living and repeating, living in a trance, so desperate to advance. I can't help the feeling that I'm feeling waiting. Time moves, oh so round it. I'm standing here, I wish could it's been all I'm trying to be in the trance. What's going on, everybody? This is Mother Loving YK, Eric Lloyd in the building here today. Now, my loading screen took too damn long, skipped too many damn times. I'm telling you, I'm struggling over here, okay? But I have a very interesting and important show here today. Now, my title could be and may seem a bit misleading, but here's the ironicness in all of this. So I got on TikTok and I was reporting some kind of news when it came down to Vladimir Putin and how I want the Russian economy to collapse like a bunch of fat botches, okay? And I got a bunch of comments, which I kind of think is the Russian government, if you want me to be clear. A bunch of comments disputing that, saying that America is the one with the propaganda. Well, let me just put this forward. There is propaganda and objectives and agendas that, you know, some people and specific parties in the United States have, and they use against one another, okay? But we're talking about propaganda coming from the United States when it comes down to the war in Ukraine. If that's what you call propaganda, then that means the whole damn world has bought on to that damn propaganda. And what is it that you guys are going to do to prevent that from happening? So I feel as if I was attacked by Russian citizens, which made me feel compelled to make this live stream and to make an impromptu show. I was not planning on doing a show tonight, but I sat there at work. I thought about this, and I'm like, hey, first off, I'm a big political guy. A lot of people was like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, let me just tell you something. I do. Not only do I watch United States news, which is private companies, not owned by the government. Yes, some specific companies will lean towards a specific party, like CNN goes for our Democratic Party, whereas Fox News goes very heavily towards our Republican Party. Yeah, that is the case there. But when it comes down to world news and other leaders, and then you have other countries chiming in with the same exact problem, Russia and their citizens, to me, seems like, well, hey, everybody's pointing at us and trying to shame us. It's all of you. And that's one thing as human beings that we must do is focus on ourselves and how ourselves look. Because sometimes we can be full of ourselves. I do know Russians are very patriotic, just like us Americans. They're very strong and so forth. But you guys are feeding into the propaganda of Putin. Look at world news. Why is the world turning against you? Why did he decide to invade into a country that he originally told you guys he wasn't? You can't even answer that question because you're so busy blaming the United States. So, before I give any of this away, let's take a look at this. Let's see for ourselves the carnage. This was blamed on the United States of America? Last time I checked, we wasn't bombing civilian living establishments. This right here that you guys are seeing is a war crime. A war crime. I mean, there's parts of war, yes, I get it. But when you start bombing civilians, trying to force your agenda, trying to scare people out, these patriotic people, for this sovereign nation. This right here is a war crime. There's no two ways about it. And then you have Russia acting like the United States is the enemy. Well, let me tell you, Russian people, this. Putin is the enemy, not the United States. Putin blames war between Russia and the Ukraine on the United States? How, Sway? Please tell me how. Because last time I checked, we haven't, as a country, haven't tried to strike you in any way. Only in economic sanctions, which a lot of you guys claim, hey, that's nothing. The Russian economy is moving smooth like butter. Okay. Okay, so how is it the United States' fault? That's what I'm very curious in. Because last time I checked, we didn't hack your elections. We didn't hack into Facebook accounts and decide to spread propaganda around the world. We didn't try to convene into any of y'all elections. We haven't committed cyber attacks, especially on Democratic parties and specific parties to push a specific agenda and get the kind of person you want in office so you can do whatever you want to do. I'm talking to Putin and the Russian people who decided to hack into our cyberspace. Look at this. Look at this. The carnage. All for what? All we have done was assist Ukraine when it came to sending them guns and aid. And last time I checked, that's a power move. We haven't sent them specific jets. We haven't put men on the ground. So how is this war our problem? Oh, people, the United States is spreading propaganda. How, Sway? When they're owned by private companies, not by the government, unlike y'all news companies. Spreading a specific agenda, saying one thing outside of what the world is saying. How is that the case? Carnage. Carnage. This is how the world sees Putin. Just look at the approval rating versus non-approval rating. The confidence in his leadership versus the non-confidence. Look at these countries. Oh, but it's United States propaganda, right? Okay. Okay. All these countries just buying in to what the hell the United States is saying. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. This is how we see Putin here in America. This is how we see him. Following in the steps of Hitler. Hitler said that, hey, there's neo-Nazis, there's these people doing all these obscene things, and it's the exact same shit that he is doing. And this photo rings so... When I first seen it, oh my God, it gave me chills. It gave me chills. This is also how we see this bastard. As a big-head balloon bastard that don't know what the hell he's doing, who's sick. He looks sick, and he looked like he's getting ready to die. That's how us Americans see this ugly bastard. And this is how this man sees us. NATO. Some of you guys that could be watching aren't from the United States like we are. Union of ancestral homosexuals. Drama queens. I mean, I can go through the line. The Union of Soviet Conservative Republicans. What? Tamed Muslims with gas heating. EU slaves. Wow. German puppets. Wow. Wow. Fake conservatives. Inbreds. Wow. That's how y'all feel? Nervous? That's how Putin sees the world. That's how Putin sees everybody around him. I'm just saying. So if you feel like, hey, there's United States propaganda, I mean, hey, you had to see it for yourself. I'm not making this shit up. I'm an independent person. I don't work for nobody. I'm just a proud United States American. And I haven't watched the news because of how horrific it is. If you got the internet, look it up. If your government stops you and you don't see that, don't you think that's a problem? There's carnage. Now, real quick, I wanted to go through these numbers through the show and talk about the casualties of this war. So, as far as civilians, according to the Ukrainian government, it's from 7,000 to 28,737 killed civilians. Why? To scare them? To move out? So what, they can be part of Russia? Why in the hell is it important to force a country to be a part of Russia when they've already gained their independence? They already have an established government in place. Oh, that's right. You're in fear of them joining NATO. And let's be clear. The main importance of Ukraine is that the essence of Moscow was made in Ukraine. Kiev, to be exact. So they want to hold on to that, still mad that they're an independent, sovereign nation. So they annexed Crimea and this other location. Now they're planning on annexing the whole damn country. And for those of you that aren't aware of what that means, in other words, mean based on military might, I'm going to take your fucking country. It's different than invading. It's taking. But how? How are you going to do that when you haven't shown that you were capable? What happens is this man spews out Russian propaganda, says that things are what they aren't, tells the people that everything is cool, Sputnik. That was when they, of course, reached the first satellite out into space. Wonderful, legendary thing that they were able to do. They beat the United States in that. Whoopoo! Whippity-doo-dah-day! The hell does that mean? Huh? Oh, yeah, congratulations. We put niggas on the moon. I mean, I'm not trying to compare, but I'm just saying. I would rather put niggas on the moon than to put a damn probe in space. Just saying. Just saying. So, according to the United Nations, civilians, about 5,996 people were killed. I don't know if you guys heard some audio in the background. If you did, I do apologize about that. I clicked the goddamn button I wasn't supposed to. And I'm not as being goofy as possible because I'm in a place of concern. I am genuinely concerned about what's going on. So according to the Ukraine forces, 10,000 of them were killed. And that's according to the Ukrainian government. 30,000 were wounded. 7,200 are missing, and 5,600 are currently captured. Which, in other words, they could be dead for all we know. According to Russians and their casualties, the United States estimates 70,000 to 80,000 Russians were killed and wounded. Damn. Killed and wounded.
But that's definitely not what the Russian people are saying. Okay, so, and people be like, oh, okay, but the United States, how the hell do you know when you watch it from afar? Bitch, we got satellites. Okay, we got niggas close with an ear on the damn ground, number one. Number two, let's go to the actual source, the people that are fighting them bastards, the Ukrainian government, which says they have 58,000 losses. What, they're lying? Of course, of course. Of course your opponent is lying. Oh, yeah. Russian forces, as far as Russian news, claims that only 6,756 were killed. Still a vast number that they're even reporting. Government, of course, the Russian government reports a bit less. It's 5,937. Now, understanding those numbers, regardless of whatever country is reporting what, which they're all over the place, I will admit, the casualty numbers, even reported by the Russian government, have been all for naught. Because Ukraine wasn't messing with Russia. I don't care what you say. Ukraine didn't force Russia to invade them. Oh, but yeah, United States is propaganda. Well, what about United States warning everybody, warning Russia, warning Ukraine that Russia was getting ready to invade? And what Russia say? Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not planning on invading. He told the Russian people, you dumbasses out there listening to that leader. If you are able to understand English and comment on my shit, then clearly logic isn't there for you. He's telling you one thing and then doing another. And you trust that, right? Right? It's the United States making up this propaganda, right? Right. I'm just saying it's all funny. It's all funny games till somebody get their ass hurt. And y'all are losing people. Even to the point where when y'all started, y'all didn't have the necessary tools to make it happen. But Russia is great, yeah. Yeah. They have the ability to compete with the United States. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The United States would wash y'all niggas completely out. And this nigga's talking about a nuclear war, which we'll get into very shortly. This nigga talking about a goddamn nuclear war. Nigga, do you know who you talking to? We keep our shit updated on the regular. And clearly, you niggas don't know what that's like. We stay active in wars and shit, nigga. You fight these little pity-patty parties. And you taking on real gangsters out here. Yeah, we uppity niggas here in the United States, but we'll kill y'all ass. Do you see our budget for our military and what we do? We keep shit rotating. Our military is the greatest military of all time. And now I'm getting patriotic. And I'm getting a little bit off a subject. But understand, Russians, don't get it twisted. From what we've seen from y'all, we are laughing at your military might and abilities. All this wasted money and old shit that y'all have that you're carrying around claiming that y'all are a great mighty army, but you haven't even gained air superiority in Ukraine. Niggas who didn't even have the planes. How is that possible? And you want to play with us? Speaking of a damn gangster, it's this man right here. You are my hero. You are my hero. The ability to stay patriotic for his hometown, his home country, that he ended up becoming a president of. Let me just tell you guys one thing about me that you do not know, is that I had dreams of becoming the president of the United States of America. It used to go something like this. Hello, my name is Eric Lloyd. I'm going to be the president of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, and liberty and justice for all. And I would say that over and over and over and over and over again. This man here is an inspiration to me. He's a comedian. He's been on television. I'm a YouTuber who's a goddamn fool who has dreams of being on the television. United States say, hey man, they finna invade. He like, all right, I need resources. Then they invade. He's like, United States is like, hey man, you need to get the hell out of there. We will give your ass a ride. Just let us know where to pick your ass up. And we'll be there for you, my brother. This nigga said, what, nigga? No, I don't need no damn ride, bitch. What I need is guns and ammunition. That was the coldest shit a nigga could have ever said. Oh, Lord have mercy. I love this man. He's an inspiration to me. And I wish a nigga would try to kill his ass. Because I promise I'll join the motherfucking military and kill whoever is responsible. Zelensky is my man. And don't ever get it twisted. Don't never get that twisted. This man is a damn hero. Fighting for his nation. Not giving a damn. All Russian people tried to say, oh yeah, he left the country scared. Nigga said, no, I'm not. Showed a video and everything. No, I'm not. The hell is you talking about, nigga? The hell is you talking about? He said, no, I'm not. I am in the capital as we motherfucking speak. You niggas saying I'm not there, but I'm right here with all my cabinet niggas members, okay? Try me. I'm right here in the capital. Bring your ass. Trust me, we got some firepower for that ass. You understand what I'm saying? So, whatever the Russian people are saying, let's use a non-biased YouTube group, which I'm quite fond of. Great TV show, showing as far as the maps, doing a very good job as far as that. It showed me a really great description of what's going on as far as the war. And following that, it has helped me a lot. Headlines, history and headlines. That's them. Their link is in the description. If you want to keep up to date with the local maps as far as Ukraine and the war and Russia's progress and, of course, Ukraine's progress. Well, let's take a look. Since there's propaganda, how about the maps? Can you lie about that? Let's take a look at that.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Czar. Welcome to History and Headlines. This animated map shows the daily progress of the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine as reported on Wikimedia Commons each day from February 24th through October 1st. The animation that follows shows 4 major phases of Russia's invasion thus far.
I'm going to try this one more time. Had a little technical difficulties. But let's get into it. One more time.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Czar. Welcome to History and Headlines. This animated map shows the daily progress of the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine as reported on Wikimedia Commons each day from February 24th through October 1st. The animation that follows shows 4 major phases of Russia's invasion thus far. First, Russia failed to capture Kyiv from February 25th through March 31st. Second, in early April, Russian forces then withdrew from northeastern Ukraine. Third, Russian forces focused their efforts on southeastern Ukraine since early April. Fourth, and currently, Ukraine has launched a counteroffensive since late August.
Notice the increment details that are happening here. Pay close attention towards the right side of the map. If you notice that the blue strays up atop, that is Ukraine gaining back that territory. So in what way is the Russian people winning this war? They're losing. Trying to invade this country. A sovereign nation who is willing to have casualties for their freedom. To fight for what's right. A war started based on lies and misconceptions aimed towards misguiding its people. And you talk about United States propaganda. Who's the one selling the propaganda? Look at that. Look at that territory regained by the blue strays.
As a question for my students and subscribers, will Russia use nuclear weapons to defend the newly annexed territories? Please let us know in the comments section below this video. If you like this video and would like to receive notification of new videos, please feel welcome to subscribe to History and Headlines and become one of our patrons. Your viewership is much appreciated. Finally, to learn more about Ukrainian history, please see #ProjectUkraine.
Please be sure to check out their channel, subscribe, make sure you turn on the post notification, and be sure to hit that like button so that their video get more notoriety. Great channel, the work that they put in, keeping us up to date on the latest news and map details on the actual war. Propaganda. One of the main reasons why Russia decided to make this move is because of one thing and one thing only. I don't care what he says. I don't care what he implies. This is what I know. This is what I've seen over the years when Trump originally got elected, and how dangerous that could be when he's playing friendly with Putin, not knowing what he could pull behind his back, taking advantage of him. Trump sees a very strong man, and that is inspiring to Trump. A newly leader that's taking steps into the world, looking up to a leader who has been here. That's understandable. Unfortunately, it didn't align with United States and how we regularly think as far as Russia. But there's one thing that Russia fears more than anything, and that's its borders. And what threatens its borders is NATO. This is a more modern image of the progress of NATO, but all the blue is NATO allies. It's all around the borders of Russia. Now, NATO was built originally to protect against Russia trying to spread their ideologies and take over sovereign nations. That was put in place to protect against them, especially with them ramping up, which we'll get into as far as the Cold War and all of that. But NATO is a great, grand threat to Russia. Feels like they're being closed in by the enemy. And that's more or less the point. You go to war with any of these countries, we're all going to war against you. It kind of makes Russia, a very power-hungry country, feel vulnerable. Maybe they could be attacked at any moment, not knowing what they have planned. But, of course, there's checks and balances when it comes to United States government. You gotta believe there's checks and balances when it comes to NATO. A majority vote. And it's a lot of sane people within the NATO group as to why you haven't seen any nuclear bombs more dropped by the United States. This is another location of the activity that is going on. This is why Russia is deciding to invade Ukraine. They fear the heart of their essence in Kiev, where Moscow, the essence of Moscow, was made and originally came from Kiev in Ukraine. The essence of what makes them, the Russian culture, will end up joining sides with their greatest enemy, the United States of America. So, I guess maybe in a sense, yeah, maybe it is the United States' fault. Are we that scary that we make you go to war and waste endless lives because you're in fear? That's no way to be. Hell, when us as United States people are in fear, we do one of two things. God damn it, we put a bunch of money towards guns and we buy a bunch of guns. That's the only damn thing we do when we are in fear. We'll blow your ass smooth, clean off like a bastard. Mess around with us. And that goes as far as militarily too. So think shit is sweet. You see all this blue over here? That frightens Russia like a bastard. They don't want none of that smoke because they know what is up. They know what's up. They know it could go south real quick. And then Russia is out here talking about nukes and what he would do if they decide, because they annex Ukraine. So anything as far as anybody getting involved or push Russia any further back against the wall, he's threatening nukes. Well, some of you have maybe never seen what a nuke looks like. Let's take a look, shall we? Look how powerful that is. Unbelievable. And we talk about doing this to innocent people. Talk like that, loosely rhetoric is freaking ridiculous. Look at this. This is what would happen if we decided to nuclear bomb their ass. This is what it would look like. Just take a look. Observe. For those Russians that are over there, does this look like something familiar to you? Does this look like home to you? Huh? Does any of this look familiar to you? Any of these places where you could possibly live? Scary, huh? That nuke in multiple places. These aren't just one nuke. These are multiple nukes bombed on Russia. Well, let me not be biased here because I could be spreading propaganda. Let's take a look at what Russia could do to the United States. Multiple bombs. Now, if Russia were to launch a nuke on the United States of America, we would launch one right back at them. Multiple. And it would be even worse because of that border that Russia is freaking afraid of. NATO. They got nukes too, baby. So we ain't the only ones bombing their ass. And let's not forget, based on the how the hell did they fought Ukraine? You think they nukes is gonna work like our nukes? I mean, they're still gonna be devastated, but who's to say they don't blow their own ass up because of how old their material is? Clearly not using the shit properly, practicing it like it's supposed to be, keeping it up to date, maintaining it. Because if that was the case, you niggas wouldn't have crashed on their way to Ukraine. Here's another icon where the list of cities of what the hell this would happen to us as American citizens. Bomb. And most of us that's watching, we dead already. Looking at this bullshit. Dead. All of us. I'm right there in A-Town. Dead. Look at my hometown, Chicago. Dead. My nigga in Los Angeles, I'm dead as hell. Anywhere I go. Florida, dead. At least in South Carolina, I ain't finna die like that. Maybe I need to move over there. But then I'm gonna get taken out by the goddamn hurricane. I don't think so. Nigga, it's danger everywhere. You get taken out by a nuke in one of these ugly, raggedy ass cities, or you get taken out by a goddamn hurricane. And if you're in Florida, you get taken out by it all, okay? You get nuked, hurricane, tornadoes, it all. And this is what nuclear war looks like. Take a look. Look at the damn fatalities. Lord have mercy. South Carolina, the fucking hell, California dead. over there in the shore, dead. I wish I could scream dead a whole bunch of times with every bomb. Dead, 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 dead. We'll all be dead. And I ain't just talking about America. Russia's too. Dead, 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 dead. Everybody dead. Everybody go down. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody go down. Everybody dead. This is what happens when you talk about nuclear war, when you talk about World War III. This is what the hell happens. Are we ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Because I'm not ready to get my eyebrows blown the hell off, my hairline receding even more than it is. You see my shiny, my head ain't supposed to be this goddamn shiny. I'm going bald for the potential radiation I'm finna experience when this damn bomb detonates and kill all of our asses. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready to die over a bitch ass nigga named Putin? And if you don't think it's real, let's take a look at these bitch ass bombs and see how the hell you gonna fare out. This is a Russian nuke, baby.
Russian nuclear test you need to see.
Looks like certain death to me. Looks like, hell, we finna die today. That's what it looked like. Let's take a look at it in the United States bomb. Now, mind you, this is a lower level bomb, but these bombs, we are so motherfucking crazy. We said, hey, hell, we made the best motherfucking military in the world. Let's put a bomb underwater and put our ships on top of that bitch and see what happens. Let's not also forget they put soldiers through this shit too. Soldiers had to experience what it was like to be in a fucking atomic bomb. A lot of them bastards can't even have kids without them looking retarded or half-ass having heart and health problems. We talking atomic bombs, baby. And if you're talking about World War III, understand what I'm saying. If all of these, you've seen the target maps, right? You've seen the icon of what a nuclear war looks like. You didn't see, I'm finna show you the United States bomb. I'm finna go into it, but I got to rant real quick. You didn't seen that. You finna see what the United States people had to fucking deal with. And not only the goddamn ships. This shit is terrible. We are crazy as hell. I don't see no Russian videos or no goddamn boats and having any motherfucking soldiers out where the motherfucking atomic bomb is and killing and ruining these motherfucking lives. They don't give a damn. Hey, I'm telling you, the United States is some cold, crude motherfuckers. And we be acting like, oh, ta-ta, we're the police of the motherfucking world. No, we're evil as hell. So I understand, some people, some Russians is like, oh yeah, the United States people, they're some crooks. No, bitch, no. Let's take a look at the United States nuke, please.
In 1946, the US military set off a nuke underwater to see what would happen, and it went very badly. You see, the Navy was trying to prove that their ships could survive a nuclear explosion, so they lowered the bomb 90 feet in the water and put their ships over it. The LSM-60 was right above the bomb, and it was completely pulverized. Other ships sank right away, and the extreme radiation destroyed any remaining ships.
My mic has been off for most of the goddamn stream since the oceans and the nukes. And I'm kind of pissed off about it because I explained so much, had so much to say, and the shit got, oh Lord, I'm disappointed. I don't even know what to say. I was going through the show so beautifully. I know that's how I lost all the damn viewers. Wow. Well, let's go ahead and go into it again. So the Cold War. This shit is tiring. God damn, these technical difficulties can kiss my ass. Okay? So, let's go into the Cold War. After World War II, the United States and their allies went to war. The war wasn't the kind of war that involved men combat, but rather an extensive arm race and an occasional proxy wars. It was a battle between Marxism and capitalism. The Cold War ended up being long and extremely expensive. In the end, the USSR collapsed under its own weight. So much so that the USSR went from being a large food exporter and turned into more of an even more larger food importer. So how the hell do you go from being a large food exporter, having a farm, taking care of shit, and then fuck up so bad because you want to be in an arms race with the United States that you implode your motherfucking economy? What kind of idiotic, ignorant bullshit is this? Russia went from being the first nation to put a satellite in space, then ended up being surpassed in economic growth by Japan and Germany, who lost World War II. And Japan got a goddamn nuclear bomb dropped on their ass. And this nigga talking about war with nukes? Oh, no. Vladimir don't want the motherfucking smoke. Vladimir don't want this smoke. And it's very similar to how it was last time. Back in history. Doing things that isn't in the best interest of his people. He don't give a fuck about the Russian people. He only care about him goddamn self. Isn't it clear? How couldn't it be? This is y'all man? This sick son of a bitch. He don't give a fuck about y'all. He only care about his motherfucking pockets, making sure it's in line. And y'all bitch ass niggas following this ugly bastard. This nigga look like a whole ass goddamn vampire. I'll eat your blood. This nigga look like Edward off of the Twilight Daddy. My name is Vladimir. Edward, where are you? Looking ass. You don't get your Vladimir, I'ma bite your ass soon if you get near me looking ass the hell back. This nigga sick. And this y'all man, this the man that y'all support. This sick, ugly, sadistic bastard. And you know this nigga sick, right? You know he's sick, right? He ain't healthy. His ass is going insane. He's losing his raggedy ass mind. He's scared of NATO, baby. He's scared of NATO, baby. And understand, if he go to war with NATO, with anybody in NATO, he got all of us. And he don't want that. He's in fear of that. So why poke the goddamn beast, huh? Oh, because I want your blood. Yeah, this vampire-looking bastard. And a lot of people are like, well, the Russian economy is going swell. We're moving smooth like butter, even though everybody posed fucking sanctions on us and we're not getting any fucking help from anybody else. We're still staying afloat. Well, you know, we crashed your fucking ruble, right? We made the ruble less than a U.S. penny, bitch. What you got to say about that, ho? Oh, that's right. Not a goddamn thing. Oh, but we're still making money. We're still thriving. Well, you're not thriving, bitch. I can tell you that right now. But this is how they're making their money right now. Through gas. Look at where all of these lines are going. From Russia to Germany, Italy, going through Ukraine. That's one of the real reasons why they want to hold on to Ukraine. This is how they're making their money. Gas had ended up being a very reliable source as times have moved on. So, yeah, we pose sanctions on a lot of their shit, try to bring their economy down, force them into a little hole and a circle among themselves. But they still making that gas money. And speaking of dumbass shit, when it comes to that gas money, they just blew it. They just blew it. We're going to move into our new section because I'm tired of these Russian bastards. I'm tired of talking about you Russian bastards. Nord Stream gas pipeline busted, creating the biggest methane leak ever recorded. You dumb bastards. Do you not understand that creates a greenhouse gas effect that'll kill our asses? Do you not know that methane come out of your ass when you fart that bitch? And the United Nations, NATO, blamed the sabotage on Russia, claiming that they did this on purpose, and pledged to unite together and create a determined response on any attack against alliance members on critical infrastructure. Now, mind you, once again, this is going to our NATO allies. They rely on this gas. So if they do some dumb shit like this, let's not all forget, it affects Russia too. So hell, they're willing to shoot their goddamn foots off to prove a point. And it's ridiculous. It's dumb as hell. Now let's move on to motherfucking... Speaking of niggas that can explain shit properly as far as political news, my nigga Trevor Noah. The Daily Show host Trevor Noah has announced he will step away from the anchor's desk. Ain't that about a bald-headed bitch? This is my nigga. Okay? And he makes politics fun. Yeah, I watch CNN, I watch MSNBC, I watch all these ugly motherfuckers talking about the same bullshit. But this nigga makes it funny. He makes average shit that I'm scared about, that I'm nervous about, like nuclear bombs getting bombed all over the motherfucking world, United States getting their ass blown off. He makes me feel like it's a little funny. And that's what we need in life. We need a nigga like Trevor Noah explaining when shit get too tough, when we finna get our ass blown off. And I know some of y'all niggas looking at this shit, yeah, you live in this city. Bitch, you live in the city. We're gonna get our ass blown off. And now we don't have Trevor Noah to explain it to our asses because he's walking away. And he giving it to Roy Wood Jr. Now, Roy Wood Jr. is funny, but he ain't that goddamn witty like my nigga right here. Okay, this nigga right here is mixed. Okay, he got the black and he got the white. He got a white father who he met. I read his book. Okay, I read his book. His mama, I love her. I love how he described her, how he do her accent. I love it. Okay, but we need you, Trevor Noah. Now, he wants to do stand-up a little more, but goddamn it, I need you, Trevor Noah. I need you to explain shit for the hood niggas out here that don't understand. Because I'm tired of explaining. You do it so well, brother. But Roy Wood Jr. could soon get a serious promotion over this Comedy Central. We're told he's in the running to take Trevor Noah's spot and host the Daily Show. Well, that's the end of the Daily Show. No disrespect to my nigga Roy Wood, but that's the end of the Daily Show. All right, let's move on to the next subject. My nigga Deontay Wilder. Let's read this. I'm not looking past Helenius, even though I'm gonna knock that nigga out by any means. But it's good to know that Usyk will be in an arena. Welcome to a good show. Hey, my nigga Deontay Wilder is ready like motherfucking spaghetti. He ready to knock a nigga out, okay? This nigga is ready like spaghetti. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm tired as hell. I'm tired as hell. I done went through the show, realized I done fucked up, forgot my mic was muted. I hope YouTube let me edit that shit out. So for those who come back and watch this bullshit, you can see it for what it is. But I had about 12 reaction videos, but I'm tired as hell. So I'm going to probably do a live stream Monday. I'm going to have one set for Tuesday, but I'm going to probably do a live stream Monday with just solely reactions, okay? Because I'm tired as hell. And it's fight night. I will never give you another one of these on a fight night. Because fight nights are a ritual night. It's just so happened that this night ain't had no good fights for me to watch. So, with that being said, I'm going to take my black ass to bed. Yeah, I don't feel like showing none of these to y'all. None of these. All I gotta say is this bitch ass nigga can kiss my ass. I hope this nigga get his ass tore off. I can't stand this bitch ass bitch. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm out, motherfuckers. Y'all be safe.